Hey guys, welcome back. This is Basic Breakdown. I'm just going to break down the fights this last weekend, UFC 254, Gaethje versus Nurmagomedov. So I was right on a couple of them. There were some that I was horribly wrong on, so I'll let you guys know what went wrong in my predictions and what I think happened in some of the fights. But yeah, let's get started. Start off with the light heavyweight fight, Sam Alvey, Jung Da-un, which was the first fight. I predicted Sam Alvey to win that fight. That was a draw. A little weird. I think that's all top of my head. I think Sam Alvey had a 10-8 round against him in the third, but he won the first two rounds. Little 50-50 on that. Of course, I picked Sam Alvey to win, so I want him to win. I'm okay with the draw. It's not the worst thing in the world for him. Hey, I got no complaints for that one. After that, you got welterweight fight, Alex Oliveira and Shavkat Rakhmonov. Rakhmonov won with a first round, I think it was a first round guillotine, and it came out of nowhere. It was really quick. Oliveira, they were doing a very good job on the feet. Oliveira went in for a takedown, kind of had him in his guard, and then all of a sudden he got stuck in a guillotine and got caught. Good for Rakhmonov. It was very surprising to see it happen like that, but things happen. This is fighting. You can't take anything for granted. So big loss for Oliveira. He'll be back though. He's a veteran. He'll be fine. After that, big catchweight fight between Casey Kenny and Nathaniel Wood. This one I had Casey Kenny winning by decision, I believe. He won by decision, so awesome for him. I'm right. Hell yeah. This was a great fight. This was a fun fight to watch. If you haven't watched the prelims at all, go anywhere you can. UFC Fight Pass, if you record the fights, anything at all, watch this fight. This is a great fight to watch. Very high level striking, just high level fighting in general. It was a fun fight. Awesome for Casey Kenny to win his second fight in a month, I believe it is. No more than in a month and a half, so awesome for him. Nathaniel Wood, he's 1-2 in his last three now. He's not the worst thing in the world. He lost a good fight, so he'll be fine. It'll be okay. After that, Taito Ivasa got a KO in the first round. The very, very end of the first round, I predicted him getting a KO in the second round, so I'm happy about that. He looked good, man. You get that energy back into you too all of a sudden when you get a KO win, especially in the first round. So he looked good. I'm happy for him. I'm happy I predicted a KO win for him as well. So yeah, pretty good job for him in that fight. It's always good to see someone bounce back after a couple losses. And then to start the main card, we had Magomed Ankalov versus Ian Cutelaba. Wow. A good KO win for Magomed Ankalov. Can't say too much about this fight. Wasn't paying the most attention, so sorry. But he got a KO win over a guy who I thought was going to win and do fairly well. So good on him. Be interested to see where it goes from here. We'll see how that goes in the coming months, of course. But good win for him. Solid name in Cutelaba, so we'll see how that goes. After, we had a submission win by Lauren Murphy. Hell of a good job by her. Second round submission. I had her winning. I didn't pick a round, I don't believe. But she won. She's legit. I really like watching her. She's someone who's technically new in the flyweight division for the women's divisions, just in general. We have a whole bunch of people that stay in those divisions. The newer names have a tough time getting in, it seems, but the top 5, 6 seem to always stick around for any of the four divisions for women. It's good to see a new person, Lauren Murphy, come in, so I'm excited to see where she goes with this. I'd like to see her two more fights probably, and then a title if she were to win. I don't want them to push her too fast, but it's UFC and a fresh women's fighter, so we'll see how it goes. After an extremely fast fight between Phil Hawes and Jacob Malkoun. I think I picked Phil Hawes. I didn't really care for either of them, to be honest with you. Don't know why this was on the main card, but hey, I'm making videos with a sheet in the background that isn't even iron, so what do I know about anything? So Phil Hawes gets a KO win, 18 seconds in. That's how you make a statement. I know who he is now, so how about that, I guess. But good on him. It's a good win for him. always feel good. Feel bad for Jacob Malkoun, who was 4-0 going to the UFC. Now he's 4-1. It's tough, but it happens. After that, Walt Harris and Alexander Volkov. Big win for Alexander Volkov. He got a KO win in round 2, or TKO, I should say. Good for him. I thought Walt Harris was going to come out and really, really dominate him. Didn't happen that way, but things happen. Good for him. You feel bad for Walt Harris and everything he's been through right now. I think he'll have a couple months off extra. I think we'll see him probably in March or April of next year, and then I think he'll get back to his winning ways, hopefully. Good for Alexander Volkov. I'd like to see him fight in January. That'd be nice. It wasn't the worst fight for him. I'd like to see him back as soon as possible, because keep yourself going. You're only as good as your last fight in this sport, apparently. So, yeah. After I was wrong about this, I had Jared Cannonier to win versus Robert Whittaker. Whittaker looked good. He looked really good. I had Cannonier. I thought Cannonier was going to lose most of the fight overall, but was going to land a couple good shots to really change the outcome. Whittaker just looked great, man. I gotta stop doubting that guy. Like, he looks amazing all the time. So good on him. Happy to see that. Hopefully he gets the Israel Adesanya fight. That would be really nice for him. Jared Cannonier, I'd like to see him fight maybe the loser of Jack Hermanson and Darren Till. That'd be a good fight for him. A nice little bounce back, if you will. But yeah, he's still in the top. He's still in the top bit there. It's not like he's lost and he's out of the top 10 or anything like that. He lost to number one. I think he's number 1 ranked middleweight in Robert Whittaker. So good for him. For Robert Whittaker, things happen. I was wrong on that one, but I'm wrong a lot. After, you had lightweight championship fight. Khabib Nurmagomedov and Justin Gaethje. Did not go the way I thought. Watching the fight, I was very surprised, and I couldn't put my finger on what it was that Justin Gaethje was doing that was different than his last fights that really changed everything. And what it was, I figured out after, was he was circling around the cage to the left or to the right as Khabib was coming at him. Something you've never seen Justin Gaethje do ever. That goes to that says how much respect he had for Khabib. It shows, and then his takedowns that Khabib got anyways, it was amazing how, I don't know, the end of the first round and then a second round when he did get the submission win, it was not embarrassing, but he looked amateur compared to Khabib, which is incredible considering how good Justin Gaethje is as a wrestler and who he's training with. Kamaru Usman, 170 pound champion. So for him to take him down twice like that was pretty incredible. Khabib looked great. He's got better stand-up than I thought as well. I assumed that most of his stand-up, he had good stand-up for a fighter, but nothing special. I thought that he got away with his striking because of how good he was on the ground. He looked pretty good, though. He stood up with Justin Gaethje. Granted, I'd like to see Justin Gaethje fight the way that got him to the main event here, got him to the championship. He fought this one way. You fight versus how you did versus Tony Ferguson. Things change. I get that you're fighting a wrestler, and Tony Ferguson isn't a wrestler. Dustin Poirier wasn't. Eddie Alvarez really wasn't, especially in their fight. But, like, you completely changed the game plan. So you wonder what went into that, and I don't know what just came flying down out of here. But, yeah, I wonder what changed there. Something had to be said in the locker room with game plan, strategy for it, because for him to do something completely different when he has so much success doing something his own way for so many different fights, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading into it too wrong. Maybe Gaethje was just, I don't know, he was just circling away trying to avoid that takedown. That's all that was. But I thought that it was very, very odd that he chose, or his coaches chose, or whoever it was, that they had a slightly different game plan in that sense. He didn't look like the Justin Gaethje the last couple of fights, I'll say that. But good on Khabib. He is for sure one of the top 3 fighters of all time. He's fun to watch. I shouldn't have kept doubting him, but I do. Good luck to him in his retirement, of course, as well. Wish him nothing but the best. He's a great fighter, and he's honestly a good role model for people too, looking at what hard work will get you. So good on him. Peace, guys.